let me tell you about all the new gear we have coming out. We have over 20 new styles, like this one, and even this one. This one even has a bug. We are also making our new half-zip sweaters. And look at this brand new hoodie coming out. Absolutely beautiful. Has everything from drawstrings to keep you nice and warm to this little compartment down below. What you put in there is none of my business. So starting today with the final fall drop, you can get these clothes right now on Googansquad.com.
You ready, Trey? Yeah, bye. Welcome back, everybody, to the last tournament of the season. This is brought to you by our sponsors at Mercury. Thank you, Mercury, for powering us through in this tournament. And y'all, this is a tough one, man. We're already here in November. It's late in the season. The Silver Bullet has been rode hard, put up wet. She's got character marks from other tournaments. Look at this scalp, dude. Oh. And this is the Super Bowl. So what I mean by that is we're on one of the biggest lakes in the country with some of the best anglers in Texas, arguably some of the best in the country, and they're teaming up for the series to a lot of them sign up just to fish here. They fish these other tournaments just to be in the series, but this is their stomping grounds. And we're going to see some huge sacks in this tournament. I right now have really no confidence in winning this thing or placing in the top 10 or anything like that. I think it would be a miraculous thing if we got a check in this thing. And I really think Palestine was our big chance because it was more equalized. There was a lot of dock fishing. Out here, this lake is huge. We've got guys that have been fishing here since they were kids, and they live here. So it's gonna be a tough one. But we're gonna go out and have a good time, and the great thing about Rayburn is at any cast you could catch a giant. This lake continues to put out huge fish every year, and it's been voted the best lake in the country many times in the last decade. So we have that working for us. Got my buddy Trey with me as usual. We've got Matt as well, but we don't have John here in this tournament, and I'll let Matt explain what happened there. Yank on someone else's fish today.
Yeah.
That's really all I want to do. This tournament is going to set up, I think, on deeper type water. We were here a few weeks ago, and it was definitely a deep setup coming out of a hot summer and kind of a mild fall here. But this lake normally has a lot of grass, and it's a good shallow bite in the fall and spring. It's known for throwing baits like lipless crankbaits and vibrating jigs, spinner baits, just any kind of shad type lure, cranking type lure. Up in drains is what they call them out here. It's basically the ditch that is in all these little creeks. There's lots of ditches out here, and there's tons of points. This is one of the best lakes topography wise that you'll ever be on. There's just so many offshore things. There's so many little things inside the pockets. It's amazing. So I think we're gonna have a split of deep fishing and shallow fishing. There'll be anglers catching them both ways, but I think it'll probably be one all the deeps. I actually pulled up the gas tank. Bait City. Ugh. So since we have overcast right now, lower pressure, that's typically a better feeding time for the fish. These next few days we're going to have post-frontal conditions, high sun. So now we've got good cloud cover, and I want to go see if we can find some fish that are shallower that we can get to eat like a moving bait. And if we find some good enough fish, we might could sit down on them with a plastic or a jig or something when the pressure gets higher. But just finding them, it's a lot easier to find fish when they're biting. You just move a lot faster and throw a moving bait instead of having to sit there and dangle on them. So. That's a large alligator.
Big gator.
It's probably a 10 or 12 footer.
Yeah. Hey, last time we were fishing around gators together, good things happened.
Good things did happen. That was, well, work the area. Work it. A little transition right now. So we've poked around up shallow for 30, 45 minutes. I don't see any shad up shallow. We might check a few more shallow pockets just to make sure we're not skipping over seeing, you know, some shad in the backs of these little guts and drains. But that first little spot we rolled up on just to kind of see right in the mouth of this big creek arm we're in, just had shad all over it out deep, had fish close to the bottom, and that's what you do right there. You tie on a big plug like this, get your shad type baits that go deep, and when you start seeing them out deep like that consistently, you start getting a shad lure down there. So we're gonna transition to that. I think that's gonna be very key in this tournament. So we'll keep plugging away, figuring them out. Gulper. Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Oh, it happened.
wingding fish.
Booted bass.
Spotted bass.
First one.
Caught a fish.
Ain't getting skunked.
I'm gonna harness my inner LFG.
Good clean open water sniff.
Smells like shad.
Shad?
Yeah.
It's on its breath.
Mm-hmm. Baited breath.
Have ourselves a little school of little pan fryers. Hey.
I've caught so many spotted bass in these tournaments. Like, I've caught more spotted bass between these 3 tournaments than I think I have in my entire life. Not counting Guadalupe bass. Like, we have been on the spots big time. Spucky too.
Oh, you brought the school with you. Three more with it. That's what we're doing.
Spuddeds. I can confidently say we're going to have a limit in this deal. They may be 5 little spotted bass, but... Oh, okay, I got it. Good one?
Oh. Different one. We're just slamming these spooted bass. I was getting into a brush pile. I thought it was going to be a big boy on the Mondo worm, but... You know, Trey, this has been the spotted bass tour for us, I think.
Oh, we got our limit.
Got a limit of them, man. There's a big one. Yep. Damn it. Shouldn't have done it.
All right.
I saw this big glob on the screen, and I just have this problem where I want to put a Mondo worm in the face. It's large. Good jump off. I'll let you get off.
Well, we're on the ditch program.
I'm just gonna take a look around, see what's going on here. Definitely one you want to have in the tournament. Get in here real quick. Just kind of get him out. There we go. Jump it in. Yeah, just calm down, okay? There you go, folks. It's a beautiful Sam Rayburn bass right there. Oh, I love you so much.
We got a couple poking around this area. Find us a few more.
See you, bud. That Mondo worm. She gets her done. So we've got these little ditches that we found, and the fish are really in the ditch, which is kind of weird. This is one of these lakes where it just sets up that way sometimes, where even if it's a shallow ditch, like 4 or 5 foot, like they just like to get in that middle. You know, there's a lot of other lakes, most lakes I go to, where they're up on the tops or up on the flatter sides of things. Today, overcast conditions, I don't know. We just had rain. They're sitting in the ditch. And there's brush that's in the ditch. Some of it's natural, because when a creek, you always see the biggest trees around a creek. It's a water source, you know, before this was a lake. So there's also brush down in there, and those little spotted bass running around, shad eaters. But I noticed a few weeks ago when I came out that there's big ones around the spotted bass. They're just all eating the same thing. So good stuff. If we get 5 of those,
Be in good shape.
we'll be just killing the game. So I think we're just going to continue to try to find ditches and look for brush, mark stuff. Try not to stick any more biggins. I know that sounds weird, and Jerry, the guy behind the camera, hates it when we practice because we only catch like 4 fish, and we're like,
Let's get out of here.
let's get out of here, dude. Let's get out of here. We don't want to catch any more. But that's part of practice. So hopefully we'll get them in the boat on game day.
You know, we found some good stuff out there in between Coleman and Cole. That's kind of where we're probably gonna.
We're like halfway back in the mud.
This is a big fish. Dude, this is a bigger fish.
Whoops. Sorry, Shane.
Dude, that's what we're here to do.
Dude, let's go. This is where we're starting, baby.
Whoops. 2-3 pounders?
That's freaking.
We drafted a bunch of kitchens this morning. That's what we did. Yeah. And there was tons.
And your buddy calls you over and it's like, hey, come beat on these with me.
Fish any of it? Yeah, that's where I caught one of the fours. And then once we one of the fours, the only thing.
I've got a flutter spoon fish right now.
There he goes.
Look how fat that one is.
Dude, the wingding's getting them. You know, this is quite amazing. You know, we ran around. I've ran around probably 2 months worth of days out here, and never found a school of fish like this. And Shane, the mayor of Rayburn, as I like to call him, tackle addict owner, he's like, hey man, how y'all doing? You getting into him? He doesn't talk like that, but he kind of made it sound like, hey, you might want to slide over here and just come have some fun and catch these large schools of 2-pounders that I'm on. It's just a nice gesture, and just shows that
Kind soul.
he's super dialed. Won't say. I'm excited to catch these.
Probably catch 2 or 3 at a time.
Carolina.
Carolina.
Okay, that was
I had 4 casts in a row, I think.
I give it up.
Put on a show.
every cast.
Oh my gosh. All right, Shane. Thank you, buddy. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. Jack around on these fish and you're going to get a good one. It's like a 4-pounder. Okay, come on. Only had 2 hooks. It's a 4-pounder. All right, dude.
Now you ready to leave them alone?
I kind of want to.
All right.
Let's keep looking. It's definitely the longest we've ever practice fished.
Yeah.
For tournament. The other 2 were like 100 degrees though.
Yeah. Weather is much more conducive.
Ooh, had him right there.
Really?
Got him again. Spotted bass. Got him again.
Spotted bass.
Chasers in the midst. Thought that's what I saw down there. Spotted bass. It's beautiful. Got a little tongue patch on him. See that little dark spot on his tongue? It's a little tooth patch. It's kind of interesting. Imagine having teeth on your tongue. Kind of wild. See, buddy? It's going to be the end of our day here. Wrap it up. Day 1 on the lake, Big Sam. Honestly, one of my better days out here. We had 2 fish for 2 4-pounders. And then we just absolutely caught the crap out of 2-pounders on a spot. And we found some brush and some ditches that I think that we can throw a mondo worm in or something and get some big ones on tournament day if we just grind it. So that's good. I think we're probably gonna head in, just fish this one last little area, kind of check it off the list. And this is such a huge lake. We're gonna be strategizing tonight where we're gonna go and explore tomorrow and try to eliminate more water, break some things down. But Big Sam, it's a lot to take in, but pretty good day out here. Enjoyed it.
How's it been without John? We've caught some fish. You know. Now the one thing is my partner does make me load up his rods for some reason onto the boat. So John never made me do those kind of things. But I don't know. You know, day 1 was good. We didn't do a lot of fishing. Just did a lot of scanning. Found some spots, caught some fish, had a good time. It's been good.
I am gonna need some line though.
I got plenty of line.
So honey, we're good. So this is gonna be goofy, but I'm gonna throw this.
So you don't need either of these?
No,
Just put your rods on the boat.
I don't. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
We're gonna get out there and you're gonna, you know what? We're gonna get out there and you're gonna be like, God damn it.
It's fine. I need to go to this grocery store. I need Claritin bad.
There's.
No, I'm talking about the gas station.
Oh, it's like a grocery store.
There ain't no grocery store.
There's no grocery stores around here.
Day 2, we're starting practice. It's crisp. It's like in the 40s, and we're gonna have bluebird skies. It's gonna be different than yesterday. So, game plan is we're going to go to a different arm of the lake and try to find some stuff over there. See if there's any more ditch patterns that are going on. Maybe try to find some key brush piles. And then we're going to run back to an area that we finished on yesterday that looked extremely good. Lots of nooks and crannies in there that we didn't really get to explore. So we're just trying to build, 20, 30 waypoints today that we can go to and catch. Sounded like we need to catch at least 15 pounds to even have a decent showing out here. So anyway, we're plugging away though. We had a good practice yesterday. Hopefully we get another one today. It's gonna be a good day. Ready, boy.
Right now, it doesn't look like we're doing much. We're just getting up and running to different points and checking ditches and anything that looks like a big school of bass could congregate around. This time of year is when a lot of fish will congregate and start feeding on shad. So looking at where the creek channels are, and I'm trying to find little contours. Structure comes out, either a point or a ditch that kind of meets those creek channels, and the fish will just use the creeks as like highways. So you're looking at little stop-off areas where they can feed, and they move a lot. So if you find them on a point, they could be gone the next day, but just looking for lots of little points that they can move to and feed, and just mark them. If you see fish, you know, it's great. Throw a waypoint, might catch a couple, and then just keep moving. So just trying to build a Rolodex of places we can go and catch them. But this branch that we're fishing today doesn't seem to have as many fish as what we saw yesterday. So could rule it out completely, but we're gonna check it for, you know, probably spend another 30 minutes to an hour in this area, look in, see if we find anything great. If not, we're probably going to be fishing up that mid-lake area where we were yesterday. But it's a big lake, lots to check.
I'll get on the troller.
Well, it's a good thing we got the wind at our back. The old Merc just, she sipped her a little too hard today. A lot of idling. And just ran out of gas. The ramp's right there, but right there is like a mile. We can see it. It's unfortunate. Put that puppy on high, let's see what we can do. You know, yeah, you would think I would learn my lesson at Palestine. I did, I put quite a bit of gas in here today, but you know, running around, zipping around everywhere. This is a big lake, it's one of the biggest lakes in the country, and just need to fill her up.
Full tank tomorrow, buddy.
Full tank tomorrow. Apologize. We'll get there. Just might be a little bit.
Hello.
Heyo!
How's it going, bud?
Oh man, I wish I had a boat cup right now, I tell you what.
Well, are you still out on the water?
Yeah, we're trying to get in.
What's the problem?
I ran out of fuel.
Oh, okay. So you need me to come get you?
Well, are you guys on the water?
You're on the water.
Well, we're a mile away from the ramp. We've been going, we've been trolling for about a mile so far with the trolling motor. But at this rate, it's going to take us another 30 minutes to get in. So.
We are north of the bridge right now.
Oh, you're north of the bridge? Well, we might be in before you can get here.
Yeah, we'll be in before you.
No worries, we'll get there. It'll just take us a minute. Trolling motor's now running out of juice. Batteries are running down. Strong wind right here, big waves. We don't want to drift into the dam, so we're just kind of taking it easy. As long as we get around this bend right here, we'll be fine. But
What's up, buddy?
it's a slow creep. Trying to conserve power.
We'll be all right.
We made it. Just barely. We made it. Now the fun part is getting the boat on the trailer without the motor. Well, folks, this should be a little educational lesson. If you happen to run out of gas, but you have a trolling motor, and you can't power load your boat onto your trailer, this is what you do. So I'm going to make an approach straight onto the trailer. When I get close to the trailer. I'm going to lift it up, and I'm just going to use my little rope to kind of hold the trolling motor up and guide the rest of the way in. Do it too often. Loaded. No problem. Sun's going down. Practice is over. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching this episode of practice. The next episode is going to be the actual event. That's when we no holds bar. We get after it. We're fishing everything we got, and we're trying to get those big uns in the boat. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe. Go ahead and smash that like button. We'll see you next time on the Googan Squad channel.